What's good, y'all? Rich Sosa back in the building with another banger, man. So first things first, as always, before we go ahead and get started, I just want to go ahead and say thank you, God, for giving us another opportunity and another day. And man, y'all already know what y'all need to do. Be sure to hit that sub button if you're new. Anybody who wants to join the Rich Gang family, be sure to go ahead and turn on post notifications, hit that like button, and do not forget to leave a comment down below. And what I want y'all to comment down is, where are you tuning in from? Whether it be your city or state, go ahead and let me know so that way I can interact with y'all. And just know where the Rich Gang family is coming from. So today, as y'all can see by the looks of the title and the screen, I'm going to be bringing y'all 3 of the very most rare and best builds in NBA 2K22 on current gen. So first up, I'm bringing y'all a build out of the power forward position, and we're going to go with the full playmaking pie chart. Now, when it comes down to what we're going to be looking like for the physical profile, when it comes down to current gen, I tend to pick between the very first physical profile or the fourth, and then from there I'm going to go with the one with a 75 speed, 73 acceleration, and a 62 vertical. Now, just remember, on each and every one of these builds, you can definitely make them in different ways, but when it comes down to what I'm bringing to y'all today, please just be sure to follow along first with each and every individual stat that I put on. Then from there, after we get the build name together, if you want to make your own adjustments, you definitely can do that, but let's first go ahead and get the build name that we want. So, for the finishing, I'm going to max out the close shot, driving layup, and the driving dunk, and that's going to bring us up to 5 badges for the finishing. For the shooting, I'm going to max out that midpoint, 3-pointer, and the free throw. That's going to bring us up to a total of 10 shooting badges. But for the playmaking, max out your post control and ball handle, go with the 79 pass accuracy, and we are still able to maintain not only a good amount of playmaking badges, but also for the defensive end. So, as you can see, once we go ahead and take a look at what we will be looking like for the body shape, this really should be based off of your own preference, but I'm going to base it off of wanting to be able to take up the most space, so I'm going to go with the builds. As for the body shape, I really like between 6'8 and 6'9. I know that you can get this build name definitely out of both heights and weights, but honestly, this should all be based off of what you feel most comfortable with. So, with the wingspan, I'm going to go with 89.0, and off rip, we're going to be able to get the park dunks unlocked. So in my opinion, that is a huge W for this build, and really consider what this build is going to be looking like once you add on the takeovers, as well as grind this build out to 99, add boost, and even run with teammates that are going to have floor general and defensive leader. For the takeover, I'm going to go with the playmaking to break ankles and speed boost, and as y'all can see, as a big man power forward, I was able, and we were together, to make the playmaking glass cleaner build, and I really like the comparison of Julius Randle but also Kevin Durant. Now, let's go ahead and get into the second build that I got lined up for y'all today. And as y'all can see, again, man, I just want y'all to know that anytime I bring y'all a video, please just be sure to let me know what kind of future videos would you like to see. Also, what kind of builds. I am definitely going to be sure to bring y'all more gameplay in the future, so do not worry. And I know some of y'all have been waiting for a face reveal. I promise you, I have that coming very soon. I'm just getting my equipment ready. But man, if you are still here watching, know that I appreciate y'all. And if you haven't already, go ahead and turn on post notifications, subscribe if you are new, and be sure to go ahead and hit that like button. And I really want y'all to drop a comment down below of which build out of the 3 that I'm bringing to y'all today are you going to be making, and which one do you like the most. So coming up at number 2, we're going to be going with a center position build. Now, once it comes down to the physical profile and the pie chart, please be sure to go along with what I'm showing y'all. I like the playmaking all around when it comes down to that physical profile and the pie chart. That's going to be a huge W in my opinion, because I feel like it really opens up the versatility for bigger builds. Now, for the speed on this build, we're going to go with a 66 for the physical profile, 61 for the acceleration, 53 for the vertical, and a 55 strength. So, as of now, I'm just going to go ahead and get into the shooting, max out the mid-range, 3-pointer, free throw, then go with a post fade of 68. we're going to be able to get 12 badges right there. But then once we go ahead and get into the playmaking, we get a good amount of badges here as well. So max out the post control, or you can go with a 94. Definitely max out your ball handle and go with the 72 pass accuracy. Then for the defensive end, looking very solid, giving us 11 total badges. Then for the rest of the attributes, I did throw into my driving layup and the driving dunk. But from here, when it comes down to the body shape, remember, this should all be based off of your own preference. I'm going to go with the height of 6'9" for this build. Now, once we did adjust the height on this build, we got a huge boost, not only to our physicals, but the main stats on the left from the finishing, shooting, playmaking, and the defensive end. So, just as important as the height was, so is the weight. I'm going to go with 193. That's going to bring us up to an 82 speed on a center, y'all. Consider grinding this build out to 99. And as you can see, if you do go with an 82.0 wingspan, or even if you go potentially maxing it out or with an 88.0, off rip, you're going to be able to get the park dunks that we want. Then from there, you're really going to be able to speed boost and break ankles, because y'all already know that we are going to be able to get a playmaking takeover on this build. Now, once it comes down to the vertical, we're getting a +8 here, so that's going to be a 71. Acceleration is pretty much going to be in the 90s. Same thing for the speed. But honestly, all around for this build, consider the extra badge points that we did unlock from each and every individual season, and how that's going to affect what this build is going to be able to do and play like. Now, the number one thing that I am excited about for this build is going to be the park dunks, because we do have that threshold of getting a 70 driving dunk. But then also on top of all that, when you consider what we're going to be looking like with these takeovers, rim protecting, glass cleaning, super rare post scoring, and the playmaking, I already let y'all know which one to pick if you want to break ankles and speed boost. Go with the playmaking if you want that. But honestly, let's check out the build name. And as y'all can see together, we have created the point center build. Now, from here, we got one final build remaining. Now, I'm not going to tell y'all this build name, but if you made it to the end, the third out of all three, just know you are a loyal Rich Gang family member. And I promise y'all, I do got the face reveal coming very soon, as well as more gameplay. But as you can see, since you were so patient, we are making the skilled glass cleaner build with the potential of being able to get contact dunks. So if you did make it this far, man, go ahead and let me know in the comment section. Comment down below RGF so I know exactly who made it to this point of the video. But just know also, man, I really appreciate everybody who continues to show up, show out, and also if you are a part of the Rich Gang family and have been since day one, God bless you. Let's go ahead and get into this build now. So of course, we're going to be going with the power forward position, but then once it comes down to what we're going to be looking like for the pie chart, we're going to go ahead and pick the one that is split right down the middle with the playmaking as well as the defensive end. Now, once it comes down to the physical profile, I'm going to go with the one that has a 72 speed, 70 acceleration, 78 vertical, and a 59 strength. So let's go ahead and get into the breakdown of the stats and the badges. Max out the first three categories for the finishing, being close shot, driving layup, and the driving dunk. That's going to bring us up to a total of 7 finishing badges. But once we move on to the shooting, max out the first three categories here as well, the midi, three-pointer, and the free throw, and go with a post rate of 35. That's going to give us 6 shooting badges. But for the playmaking and the defensive end, we get 16 playmaking and 21 defensive. I'm telling you, this is a very solid, well-rounded build. Once it comes down to the height, you got to go with 6'7". For the body shape, I like builds or burly on current gen. But as for the weight, I'm going to go with 191 here. That's going to really raise our physicals all around and really consider what this build is going to be looking like once we grind it out and even get that gym rat badge. But right here, as you can see, the wingspan of 89.0 is going to be perfect for this build. Then as for the takeovers, the slashing, glass cleaning, playmaking to break ankles and speed boost, and then finally the rim protecting to be even more toxic on the defensive end. So whichever takeover you pick, base it off of your own preference. And as y'all can see, together we have created the skilled glass cleaner build, but I'm telling you, you can definitely make your own adjustments on this build if you wanted to. Like for example, if you did want to go ahead and change the number one thing about this build, which is going to be the physical profile for the speed pie chart, you pretty much got to maintain the same exact stats for each area of this build when it comes down to it, especially when it comes down to the height, the weight, and the wingspan. All of those things are going to take a huge effect on this build, but as long as you keep everything remaining the same, I promise you, the same build name is going to come out to be, and we get an even higher 99 speed pretty much. Going to be a 91 once we max it out completely, but honestly, pick whichever takeover you want to go with, and as y'all can see, again, we have created the skilled glass cleaner build. Now, if you made it this far, man, y'all already know what y'all need to do. Be sure to hit that sub button if you're new, turn on post notifications, and hit that like button to join the Rich Gang family, man. I would appreciate it if y'all commented down below, where are you tuning in from and which of the 3 builds are you most excited about? I love y'all, I thank y'all, and man, with all that being said, I got one last thing to say. Thank God and Rich out.